Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to day 8 of 119 days of link building. Click the link in the description below to get the 17 additional strategies that are not shared in this training. And once again, it's Deepak Shukla here from Pearl Lemon. And today we're going to be talking about resource link building. So this is a pretty clever strategy that I think not many people consider, know about, or do. So fundamentally, if you've got a really great, let's say, resource for something that relates to your niche, then you want to ultimately get that page published into any curated resources or lists that exist online. Okay, so that's fundamentally really key insight that I don't think many people do, if I'm being honest with you. So let's take the plant blog now. You've got loads of sites online that have resources in relation to gardening, in relation to plants, in relation to agriculture, like whatever it might be, any subcategory of plants or any category that plants exist within. So then based upon that, you might have a page that talks about, 29 ways to um, care for pot plants, 29 ways to get your plant through winter, 29 plants that are cat friendly. So that would be a couple of examples of a resource that you've created, and then you could identify resource pages where there's collections of resources that are built to then say, hey, do you want to put my site on your resource site, mate? So look, it was interesting because I went over to Ahrefs and was looking at their long ass guide on how to do it. And I'll be honest with you, it's quite long and it's quite involved and it's a bit exhausting, to be honest with you. So I want to show you my quick and dirty guide to doing it kind of, in my way. So I pulled out from here the important URL. So it's this stuff, okay? So they're the search parameters that you care about. That generates 631 results, okay? More than enough. More than enough. So you can change your first word to anything that you want, and then per this link, there's only one other thing that really matters. You could change it to links, resources. Yeah, what is this? Changing the topic slightly. Yeah, diet. Yeah, diet. That's fine. So links, resources. Um, okay, so these are the sets that you want to remember fundamentally, and I'll put them into the link in the description below. But I'm going to show you a better way in a minute if you use Ahrefs. So look, you've got some pages here, and then if we go through, I mean, there's more than enough here. Do you know what I mean? If we go through to page 6, we're still looking at acupuncture resources. I mean, it's no longer paleo anymore. It's got less relevant. You could change that to, let's change it to plant. Oh, let's change it to plant. And then you've got plant resources, invasive plant resources. I mean, I don't know how relevant all of it always is, but it links to PDFs and stuff like that. So you then probably need to do a batch extract in Ahrefs and then identify kind of what's going on. Copy the list, save SERP data. I've just installed the Ahrefs toolbar plugin because I've not used it before. Ah, cool. So it's got, okay, fine. Yeah, I don't have Office on this account, which is annoying. Don't show this again. I'm so used to using Google Sheets. But anyway, so you can install the Ahrefs toolbar here, and then it spits out this data here. And then the only problem with it, as you can see, is it's bloody annoying because it's overlooking the other keyword ideas that I'm trying to. It doesn't give you any key. Okay, so I don't like this toolbar plugin, but it has that batch removal thing, which you can use, batch export thing, which you can look at. But I mean, outside of that, this should hopefully have gone now. Outside of that, you can just go over to bloody Ahrefs, to be honest with you. So where did I go? Go to here, go to Content Explorer, type in, let's just type plant resources in title, and hey presto, let's do the same stuff. Filter explicit results. Let's go to languages, English, 15,000 websites. And add a bunch of filters here. If this isn't clear to you, then I recommend going to guest post link building, and I think I talk about it in there. But you can then fundamentally, we just add a couple of quick filters, which is website traffic value as being one at least. And then if we add another filter of the referring domains being at least 5, apply that. And then let's see what we come up with, 1,100 pages. So plant resources. And then you can just start to, and then if we look at, combine this with, well, broken links, the resource page no longer exists. We don't want to do that. So it's not broken links. We only actually want live links. So we get rid of the broken, and then we want stuff that was published over the last 12 months, let's say. Let's just see what happens. So there's a recency effect. They're still thinking about it. We could even do like the last 2 months, because then tactically you're looking at people that are really just thinking about it recently. So if we do the last 90 days, let's just see what happens. We've got some decent metrics here now, 73 pages. So that's like something you could probably work with. Again, not all of it is going to be relevant, but you can run an export, take a look at it, and then off you go. So let's have a look. See, there's a lot of irrelevance here, which means that you're not always going to find, but that's where you get a virtual assistant in to come and help you weed out the stuff that is relevant versus not relevant, and then you can find the resource pages. So there are some options. Natural resources. Just have a look at one of these pages now that we've done it. Yeah, I mean that's a terrible resource page, but they are some options. We don't do this much, if I'm being honest. I know it's a method. I think depending upon the niche, it can work. And what's good about it is that if you can identify, well, you don't need many, right? You just need like 20 to 30. And then if you have it set up and like do an audit once every 3 months, you can probably do outreach on a quarterly basis, depending upon any listicle style content that's very helpful. You can then link it to a relevant industry level resource page. So we don't do it, but I do think it is valuable. And I'm going to send this video to my team because we're going to start doing it now. So that makes sense, guys. Catch you in the next one.